Trucks are parked down there. I had to take like a 30-minute break up here at the top because it was such a hike to get up to this rest stop. It's Tuesday morning. These are the hills of North Carolina. I'm heading north. I'm just leaving South Carolina. And now I've got to hike back down to where the trucks park. And how dare that truck park there? I was like, oh great, I could show you my truck as I come back down. Totally ruined the shot. I did get my hair cut. I know what you're thinking to yourself, guys, but I'm happily married. If things keep going the way they are, it's going to be a pretty large week as far as mileage. Once I get down to the truck, I will show you what I got. It's going to take me about half an hour to get there. Alrighty, here's what I got. I've got a box of wood. Just so I'm trying to cover the video that released on Friday last week. just to follow up on what may have been missed. This is what the front should have looked like, and if you noticed on that video as it ended, I had the flap of the tarp on the inside with this part coming to the outside, which is typically how the back is done. But for some reason in my mind, while I was doing that, I was totally doing it backwards. So here's what it is supposed to look like if anybody is still confused as to what that video was talking about. And this is not the same load. This is a completely different load. Same product. It's oriented strand board, but this is it's Tuesday and this is my third load. So it's been a rather busy Monday, which I don't mind. I had 3 loads on Monday, dropped one off, picked up another load, drove it 50 miles, dropped that one off. That was a sweet load because that was a money maker there. And it may sound like I'm being sarcastic, but I'm not. It was, so we have I think it's a minimum of 300 miles or a minimum of 350. I can't remember which. I don't track it. That is our minimum load amount. So if my load was 50 miles, I got paid for 300. So, and I tarped it. So for about 2 hours worth of work, I made $200. So can't beat that with a stick. Yeah, it's Tuesday morning. I am headed, I was all the way in Savannah, Georgia, and now I'm making my way back into Indiana on the Kentucky border, and I'll be delivering this tomorrow, Wednesday. And I am taking next week off because I need a break. You gotta do that every once in a while, otherwise you could go nuts. Because for me personally anyway, the kind of time that I spend away from home, you know, I'm not as, I guess, as strong-willed as other drivers may be. Whew, that was quite the hike up there to that rest stop. Wow, I've actually almost completed a 30-minute break just going up to use the facilities at a rest stop. You know, that might tell you the trucks are parked too far away. Or it is North Carolina's way of trying to get truckers to exercise. I don't know. But I have just entered, that's where I'm at in North Carolina, so if you can see me. And going to travel through North Carolina and Kentucky, or I'm sorry, Tennessee, and then into Kentucky, and travel north. And I'm delivering near Louisville, but that doesn't deliver until tomorrow, even though I will pretty much be there today, and which is fine. Let's see. So let's see. 6, 7, 8, 9. It's not focusing, but it's Tuesday and I've already got over 1,000 miles in. So, and it's only 9:42 a.m. and I've got another 8 hours to drive. So I could have this around 1,500 miles in on Tuesday, and then have another 3 days to go. So it may be a fairly large week as far as mileage for me. But I did get a haircut. I got tired of the Red Bull look, because Red Bull gives you wings, and mine started to do things I didn't like. So I did get a haircut now, more presentable. My wife will pay more attention to me now, and so yeah, that's it. Time to get back on the highway and drive. Listen to the satellite radio. I reached the end of my day, and I'm about 1 mile from where I need to deliver, maybe 2. It's 5 o'clock Eastern time, 4 o'clock Central in the afternoon. I did 575 miles today. Not too bad. Everything held together really well. I actually like how this tarp job turned out. I wanted to explain it a little bit because this one's slightly different. Instead of using 2 lumber tarps, I used a steel tarp, which is this one. A steel tarp and a lumber tarp. Why do I do that? It's quicker. But you can only do that with certain loads. For me, if it's 24 feet or less, then I'll go with a steel tarp and a lumber tarp. The steel tarp goes on very fast, only requires 4 bungees. If I were to put on a lumber tarp in the back here, it would require a bunch of extra bungees. And so it takes like 2 minutes to put the steel tarp on, and then the rest of my time is spent just dealing with the one lumber tarp, which covers the front, like it's supposed to, and then it wraps, because it's less than 24 feet of lumber. They're 4x8 sheets, or 3 columns on this side, 3 columns of 4x8 OSB board. So 1, 2, and 3. So it's 24 feet, and then the lumber tarp will wrap all the way around the back and totally enclose this, where I won't have to worry about, because the steel tarp, it comes to about right here and goes up. But if it was longer, obviously you can't do that because then you'd have empty areas. But maybe one of these times I'll be able to capture it. But places like this, I mean, when they have signs or they have you sign statements saying that you will not photograph. Not that there's a sign saying you can't photograph, but they actually have you sign paperwork saying you will not photograph or film or videotape while on their property. Kind of minimizes what I can capture. If you have any questions, please see the video description below. There is a link to my new Facebook page for Maverick questions. You can also just leave a comment in the video itself, or if you want, my email address is also in the video description below. You can send me an email. Try to provide as many opportunities as I can for you to ask questions, and I'll answer them the best that I can. So, but that's it for today. There was something else I was gonna mention, but I can't remember. Holy crap! I parked next to a KFC. Whatever shall I do?